Hi everyone, it's JP here and we're doing another car event. This time it's Welcome to Japan, which is, surprise surprise, dedicated to just Japanese cars. And you might see your car in this video. Be warned, three things. I am very nitpicky, I have weird taste, and I'm a bit of an opinionated asshole, so keep that in mind. Anyway, let's check out some cars. Okay, first few pair of cars that catch my eye. These two Nissan Sunnies, 1.6 SLX GLX. Let me have a look. SLX, yes. This is really cool. Again, you know, I'm a sucker for this kind of boxy styling from the 80s. But also, I don't think I've ever seen one of these on the public roads. And these are actually in pretty good shape. The paint on this one is a little flat. You know, again, this is probably like 40 years old now. This one is also still pretty nice. Look at that. Yeah, I like this. Okay, hold on one second, because here we have a bunch of Nissan Micras, which are really cool. But this is a Nissan Micra convertible, and if I look at the license plate, it's been imported very recently, or at least put on plates recently. I've never seen this. A Nissan Micra convertible. It has that, you know, the support bar here. Oh, and it's right-hand drive, so it's probably from either Britain or maybe Japan originally. No, wait, no, it has the oh, I'm having more and more questions because this has really like sturdy kind of bumpers. So I thought maybe America, but of course they don't have right-hand drive there, so that's very interesting. And it has this. Is that the antenna for the radio? Okay, I have a lot of questions, but this is, again, absurdly cool. Yeah. Look at that pattern of the seats. That is so 90s, that kind of crazy pattern. Automatic. And of course, again, one generation of Micra I don't ever see is this one. I'm not sure if it's a generation before, I'm pretty sure it is. But there's two of them here. And this is a special version. It's left-hand drive, but it's the 1.2 Super S. That's a very optimistic name, but I mean, it doesn't have a lot of horsepower, sure, but this probably weighs nothing, like 700 kilograms, something like that. Oh my god, look at this! Look at the wheels on this one. So look at these. These are like what, 12, 13 inch maybe. And then look at those. Damn, those are beefy. Yeah, that's nice. Again, I like this. Again, you never ever see this. But here we have two of them. But this is not a 1.2 Super apparently. So that's a 1.2 Super and this is a GL. Oh my god. Is that a Miata? Okay, check this out. This is a Honda Lift pickup. Love step. Look at that. This has to be a K or key car. I always forget how to pronounce it. Excuse me. Look at that, Honda Life 360 pickup, 356cc, two-cylinder engine with 36 whole horsepower. Look at how tiny the engine is. Look at that. That is tiny. I'm wondering what the top speed of this thing is. Probably, maybe 90 kilometers an hour. Yeah, you cannot be in a hurry while driving this. Oh, wow. This is also something you almost never see. This is a 1GB DSM. Which is a weird name. It's just a Mitsubishi Eclipse, but basically DSM stands for Diamond Star Motors, which is a collaboration between Chrysler and Mitsubishi, and they made this. And it's called the 1GB because the first generation, the early ones, had pop-up headlights, and then they changed it for better aerodynamics, blah blah blah, fuel mileage, to this. So this is the first generation facelift, which is why they call it the 1GB. And actually, I don't know the guy personally, but I had an Eclipse before, so I know the car kind of, and it turned out great. It's got these bronze rays. Again, I'm not sure if these are real or not, because a lot of people these days have replicas, but if you mean replica or not, it does look good. Nice carbon fiber hood. This front end, which I almost never see on Eclipses, but it does look really, really good. And it's pretty nice. These things right now, the first generation facelift, these are now, I don't know, 92, 93, 94. So these are, again, 30 plus years old. And yeah, this is awesome. My favorite feature about this car is the interior. It's hard to see now because the window's down, but it's completely focused for the driver. Oh, and it has the electric seat belt. So basically when you get in, that thing right there, it goes zzz, and then you're automatically hooked in terms of seat belt. I love the styling of this thing. I would love to own a first generation Eclipse again, or Plymouth Laser or Eagle Talon. I would like the pop-ups though. But again, this sticks out. This definitely sticks out. It's cool. Here's a battalion of cars I love. This is very cool. This that they're lined up next to each other. The classic rivalry, Impreza versus Evo. And these are both kind of more earlier ones. I believe that's an Evo 6, but I could be wrong. And that's of course a first generation Impreza, WRX STI. And this combination will never not look good. Blue with the gold wheels. It's got a carbon fiber hood. Oh. And it has, I don't know if you can actually see it, but it has like an infotainment screen right there. So we changed that. That doesn't look stock, so that's probably pushing a bit more than 2 something. Probably like 300 plus or something like that. And once again, this is in amazing condition. Just look at this. Paint is beautiful, no dents, no scratches, no damage. This thing is kept in very good condition, as is the Evo right here. This one is also, the paint is popping. I'm not sure if this is an original color. This is very, very dark blue. Yeah, that is also not stock. Oh, it even has like a, no wait, no, never mind. Different turbo it looks like. Again, I'm not too familiar with these 4G63 engines when it comes to Evos, like the later generations. That is awesome, look at that. Bucket seats. It's got a roll bar, no, like a stabilizer bar. I'm not sure what to call this in English. It even has the fuel cap open. It's all in the details. And yes, he probably wants to show. Look, I even have a Mitsubishi fuel cap, so I like that. Again, I'm a detailer, car detailer, so I like when I see that things have been done in the details as well. Look at that, even the interior here, it's got carbon fiber, the spirit of competition. Yeah, judging by the way this car looks and the way this car is built, this is used for track days as well, no doubt. So that's awesome. This Impreza and this Evo, the rivalry, really cool. All right, and here another very special car, which is a Suzuki Alto Works RSX twin cam turbo. Japan really went nuts in the 80s and stuff like that with like long ass names, where even on the side it had like, you know, DOHC turbo 16 valve VTEC, you know. But it's incredibly cool. It's got that classic Japanese two-tone, so silver at the bottom, white at the top, gold rims. And I believe this is also a K car. It's limited to 660cc, but there's some work done to it, so I'm really curious how much horsepower this is pushing. Maybe it's still like, you know, whatever has changed, it's just replaced, because, you know, this thing's also probably somewhere 1980s. Look at the seats. It's so difficult to see, but it's got Recaro seats. But just look at the boxy styling. That is so cool, dude. Like, you have this like line that goes like that, and then just straight down. Again, also because of the limitations on how big and wide a K car could be. And it has a pretty sizable exhaust too. A bit hard to see because of the sun, but nice. Oh, there's the owner. Let me ask. Okay, so I asked the owner. It produces 100 horsepower out of a 660cc engine, but 100 horsepower doesn't sound much, but it weighs 650 kilograms. That's nothing. So this thing is probably really fast. Like, you know, you might get underestimated. I also really like this plaque here, which your twin cam 12 intercooler turbo works. We offer the ultimate works to those who really appreciate performance. Keep on moving, Suzuki. Also, one more thing I would like to point out, look at the rear windows. You see you have these windows right here. They stop here. Look at the rear windows. They go over. That is so crazy. Yeah. So far, this is my favorite. I love these little, like, souped up econo boxes. By the way, little disclaimer, if you have a cool car and I didn't feature it, But if I didn't feature your car in this video, it doesn't mean that I didn't like your car. There's just so much to see. It's too much for, you know, for a video. It'll be hours and hours long. So, I mean, look at this. This guy had balls. He brought a stock Prius to this event. I mean, balls. I mean, it's just a Japanese event, so this belongs here. But that's completely stock. Prius, underestimated car. It doesn't have the greatest image, but these are very fuel efficient and like insanely reliable. I've seen these cars with 300,000-400,000 miles, engine is still fine. They really did a great job designing this car. Again, not the coolest, not the best public image, because people, when you drive this, they think you're a hippie or something, but good cars, generally good cars. Okay, sorry everyone, I was distracted by this. It's a second generation DSM. This is also a Mitsubishi Eclipse, but this is a second generation, which is recognizable from, of course, the first Fast and the Furious, but oh, nice. So I just talked to the owner, he's right there, nice guy. This is a Mitsubishi GS. The GS was the base model, which is a front-wheel drive non-turbo, but it still had the 4G63. And basically he turboed it, did all the works. He recently put a new turbo on it, bigger one, and it's running about 340, 350 horsepower, he thinks. He still needs to dyno it, blah, 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 but that's a lot of horsepower because all the power, remember, GST and GS are front-wheel drive, so all the power goes to the front wheels. So it's a bit of a handle, but just look at the styling, man. I love this generation. And again, you pretty much never see these on the road. Like almost never. Eclipses, DSMs, whatever you want to call them. Incredibly rare. And I love the rear wing, man. Look at that. When I see this, I'm like, God damn, I need to buy myself a DSM again. They are so criminally underrated. Those are fat tires too. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, I love this. Thumbs up. Ooh, and this is something else I like too. Again, I don't know why. Toyota Paseo GT. These come with a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder, which is, I believe, originally from the Toyota Tercel. And this is typical Econo Sport. So they look sporty. They're not super slow, but they're of course not super fast. But they're fun cars, and I like the look of this. I like these kind of, like these smaller, compact, like, what is this, fastback, lift, whatever you want to call it. I just like this. Again, yeah, my taste is weird, but that is cool. I like that. See, that's what I mean, my taste is weird, because over there, look, you have a bunch of Starlets, also really cool. And over here we have a Supra, and I mean, this is really cool. Looks awesome. Don't get me wrong, I like this, but for some reason I have a weak spot for an old Toyota Paseo. So yeah, I told you, I'm weird. Here we have a third generation Toyota MR2. The paint is beautiful, this dark blue. And again, I have a special connection to this because I also had a third generation MR2, but this has some work done to it because first of all, it's got different brakes, so those are upgraded. It has this wing, I'm not sure what to call it, but this is a, within the world of MR2s, that's actually a pretty popular wing to choose, and it makes sense because it does look pretty good. It's got a different exhaust system, so yeah, this thing has some work done to it. Of course, we can't see the engine, but nah, you can't see anything, but this is definitely not stock. This has a 1ZZ 1.8 4-cylinder, which is the same engine they put in the Toyota Celica, the last generation. 1.8, 143 horsepower. So stock, it's pretty good, you know. 0 to 60 about 7.5 seconds. I like these cars. Again, I had one. I'm biased, but that's awesome. And it's way at the back too, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, let me see if I can do a very quick overview because I don't know if you guys can see it, but it goes on and on and on. Lots and lots of cool stuff to see. Okay, a Toyota. Yes, Toyota Chaser. I was thrown off by this badge, Tourer. That's cool. I like these Chasers. I'm not sure which engine they had. Was this the 1JZ? This one is actually in pretty good shape too. Look at that. Nice sunroof. You can peek into the interior. Yeah, this is nice. You know, personally, I'm not a fan of slammed cars, you know, or stands or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, sometimes it does look nice. This one has a front-mounted intercooler, so definitely not stock. But, oh, and it has different tires too, look. So I guess maybe this is used for some track day purposes, maybe drifting or something. I'm not sure, but look at that interior. Yeah, this is awesome. It's got a single Recaro seat, bucket seat. So yeah, I'm guessing this guy does some some sort of track day stuff with this. Big old exhaust. Yeah, I like. Okay, also worth mentioning, so there's my Camry, of course, don't care. But this, however, this is really cool. This is a Subaru Legacy. Now, whenever I see a Legacy, it's almost always a wagon. But this is a sedan. And it's a Subaru Legacy S401 STI, which is, yeah, it's a limited edition, 400 made.
Ja man, Subaru Legacy bro.
Wow. And look at the color, it's beautiful. Look at the back, by the way. I love this back too, look at that. That's cool. And he didn't put a wing on it, that's good. That's awesome. Dude, look at the exhaust. Yes. That is nice, and it's in great shape too. It doesn't look like there's any body damage. The paint is popping. And it's for sale apparently. Oh, and it's a stick. That's cool. Okay, so I believe that this section right here, so these cars, are part of the best of show competition. So these are, you know, the really, really nice ones, and it shows. We have a Civic here, and look at that. It's bagged or slammed, but look at just the condition of the car, the detail, you know, how well the paint is. The rims are squeaky clean. Yeah, look at that, and you can see it's in the details. So all the rubbers are still intact right here. You don't see any built-up rust spots. It's just clean. Yeah, that's nice. Again, this is not personally my style, but it's very easy to at least appreciate. But it's easy to see that there's went a lot of work into building a show car like this. And then let's have a look under the hood as well. First, the interior. It's a stick shift, yes. It's got some extra gauges right next to the gauge cluster. It's got two bright bucket seats. It has a roll bar or roll cage. I can't quite see in the back. Under the engine, nice, wow. That is a work of art. Look at the intake plumbing. This is full carbon fiber, it looks like, for the air intake. This beautiful wrapped exhaust manifold. And the engine, the rocker cover looks really good. And it's just, yeah, it's the whole package basically. Look at the, you can see even the inside of the engine bay has been spray painted with this kind of very deep, sparkly, metallic paint. So you know this car has been completely taken apart to build this. And that's awesome. That's just hats off, man. Whoever this guy or girl is, put a lot of money into this car to make it like this. So that's awesome. Okay, so the owner was kind enough to open the hood for me, the trunk, excuse me. Look at this. So not even just the interior, but look at it. It runs all the way back, and he custom made this sort of pattern with, I believe, leather, or it's basically, it's all custom made. Look at that. This is for the bag system, the hydraulics. Nice sticker. Yeah, it's awesome. Look at that speaker there, and it's just, it's the whole package. It's crazy how much has been done to this car. It's just, and look, this is even crazier, right? Because you can see the car, right? General overview of the car, and then look at this. He even has a mini scale model in kind of the same color and everything, even with the engine exposed. It's just the level of detail on this car is insane. I talked to the owner, and even the dipstick, you can see like little details like this, where the dipstick itself matches the color scheme of the rest of the engine bay. And he said, like, yeah, I bought this off of AliExpress. It's originally from a Mustang. I modified it. I changed the color and everything. And look at that, just every little detail. It's all harmonious with each other. So it's just, look at that. Even these simple things like these screws for the headlights, even that is color correct. So this is just wow. Again, mind you, this is not biased. This is not my type of style. I'm more of like original, but just, you can see how much craftsmanship is in there. It's just nuts, man. Wow. And again, this guy is competing in Best of Show. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out on top. That's the owner right there. And if you want to check out more pictures, that's his Instagram handle. I don't do this a lot, but this is really special. So yeah, there we go, big thumbs up. another example of a show car. This is a Mazda 323F, and according to the owner there, this one has also been competing quite in many competitions. And again, you can see this is a show car because first of all, it's completely built, but there's also a lot of things that are really interesting about this. First of all, look at the seats. I'm pretty sure those seats are from an RX7 in a 323F. That is pretty interesting. It's got a roll cage or roll bar. Even has a PSI meter, so I'm not sure what that is for. Oh, that's for the hydraulic system, I believe. I think it's for the hydraulic system. You got the interior right here. And I believe that's an old school, what is that, a PlayStation controller? So yeah, it's just been completely done. Chrome rims, which you barely ever see these days. This was really popular in early 2000s, mid 2000s. But you know, again, it's a show car. It's supposed to be flashy, so to say. So it makes sense, so to say. And look at the back. Wow. Damn, that's a lot of subs. That's a lot of power. Yeah, I still think, yeah, it has to be part of the hydraulic system. But you can see even the middle, where the back seat is, been fully custom made. Wow, yeah. Don't touch, don't go inside, exactly. Dual exhaust. Again, this is not my cup of tea, but it's not hard to appreciate how much time, money, and effort went into building this. It's also a contender for best of show. Okay, so I see an Integra fat slicks, which are very low tire pressure, so this has to be souped up, and yes it is. Wow, let me have a look here. Is this all motor? So we have an so goes there. I don't see. Oh wait, this is all motor, I believe. Wow. Integra Type R from Kingsley Performance. That is I need to see if I can find the owner real quick, because it looks like an all motor one, which is a bit unusual. Usually they put turbos on these cars, but just look at the intake manifold, dude. That is beautiful. Wow. That looks awesome. Oh, look at this JDM car. What is this? A Toyota Crown or Toyota Century V12? Oh, it should be a Century, right? Has to be a Century. No, it's a Mercedes. I don't know what this is doing here. I mean, if it's used to transport some merchandise or something, but it has the hood open and everything. Like, it's basically screaming, "Look, guys, I'm one of you." Like, no, but it's still very cool. But it's a bit interesting to see here on the paddock of Welcome to Japan and not Germany. Okay, so right there is kind of like the, I guess, main area, and here is more of the, I don't know, outer area, which doesn't mean there's not nice stuff here. So I'm gonna look around and see what we can find, including a pair of old school rally legends. That's really cool. Oh my god, a Yaris GR 1.5 liter 3-cylinder, I believe, 300 horsepower. That's nuts, dude. This thing is nuts. I'm always really curious though. So much horsepower out of such a little car. How will these cars be in like 15 years with like 100-something thousand miles on them? Will they still be around, or will it have gone through different engines? Either way, it's really cool. I'm also kind of intrigued by this one. It's a Mazda. What is this? An MX-3? Yes, MX-3. There we go. You never see this again, and it looks like this one is fully built, as in it's, you know, made for track days, rally, something, because you can see interior is kind of stripped. It's got again some sort of like a roll bar or something, or like a stabilizer bar, also for the 5-point harness, or oh, it's 4-point harness. Yeah, this has some work done to it. I also kind of like the color scheme. So it's silver with a dark blue kind of decals or vinyl, whatever you want to call it, and it has gold rims. I actually kind of like this combo. And apparently he does some sort of collectible Pokemon thing. Yeah, I don't know. This is not my style, but I do kind of like how this looks. Not bad. Oh, I saw this on the highway, actually, at a gas station. We waved, did the thumbs up. Wow. That is crazy. It's a Mazda. What is this? I'm not familiar with my Mazda wagons, unfortunately. But it's a wagon, a Mazda wagon, which is something you rarely ever see. And it's been, yeah, fully tricked out. Look at those rims, dude. And it's of course on bags. It's been sticker bombed as well, both interior and exterior. Got a little mini Iron Man there, and I think these are also, again, RX-8 seats. But I could be wrong, maybe this was an option for this particular Mazda, but I doubt it. I think these are RX-8 seats. What is this? Oh, this is, oh god, I'm so bad with superheroes. This is Marvel, DC, I don't know, sorry guys. But it is, yeah, quite expressive. Ja, jongen. Oh, that's pretty cool. He even has these kind of hell energy drinks, which I'm pretty sure he did because the color scheme of the energy drinks matches the color scheme of the car. That's just a guess though. I don't know if the owner is watching, you can correct me. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you have a car that is not super original, but you want to stand out, you gotta be creative. Look at that.
Oh, hè?
Ja. Heel origineel. Oh, yes. Z31. Datsun or Nissan. It's a stick. It's a stick. Yes. 300ZX Nissan Z31. These things, again, probably if you live in America, not that rare. Here, yes, absolutely. With the stick too. Wow. That is so cool. I love these cars, man. Love them. That's awesome. Looks to be in pretty good shape too. These things are now, oh my god, like 40 years old or something like that, mid 80s. And I love the pop-ups too, where you see they're down and they still kind of match the body style, but you can still see them. And then when, of course, you put the lights on, they rise up. It's a really interesting styling feature. Yeah, I would love to own one of these one day. But if I would own one, I would like to have a later generation or later model of this generation turbo stick. And finding one of those in Europe, oh my god. If you find one, they are incredibly expensive. Yeah, me like. And again, guys, it just goes on and on and on. So again, if your car is not in this video, doesn't mean I didn't like it. It's just there's way too much to film. But yeah, it's my first time here. I'm glad I went because there's just so much cool stuff to see. Love it. Oh yes, we have an RX7 FC. That is awesome. Looks to be in good shape too. It's got the stock wheels. I'm not sure if those are the stock exhaust, but that is really cool. Look at the interior. It's hard to see again with the reflection of the light of the sun. But it's in good shape. It's hard to find one of these in good shape, man. And they're really cool, but yeah. Okay, check this out. This is also really cool. This is a Honda, I believe S800 coupe. Look at that. And it's super, super small too. If you compare this to like an average car. Okay, look, that's the Honda. That's Supra. Like, it's super tiny and pretty narrow. That old school carburetors. Classic bucket leather seats, wooden steering wheel, beautiful. Look how narrow it is too. That's pretty narrow, man. You can't be a really big guy and have someone sitting next to you. It's gonna be very, very intimate. That's so cool. I love this. Wow, S15 Sylvia here, and this one is yeah, this one's built for track use. Definitely. Looks like, I believe time attack probably, considering the pretty crazy aero, or drift. Either drift or time attack. It's got a full roll cage as well. You can see the metal bars running around the interior. It's got this really big front diffuser. And yeah, oh, it's from Great Britain too. From England. That's a long ass trip to get here. I appreciate whoever owns this for driving all the way here for us to admire. Man, yeah, that's awesome, dude. I mean, Great Britain, I mean, you gotta understand, I've had a car with a built interior as well, and those bucket seats, they're okay if you drive in them for maybe an hour, but after like 4 or 5, they're gonna start hurting like a lot. Unless you're really used to them. But yeah, that's dedication though. Whoever owns this, thank you for bringing this out. Oh wow, This is a first generation Toyota MR2 AW11, and it looks to be completely stock. Let's have a look here. Stock rims, stock exterior. It's stick shift. Is it supercharged? I don't believe it is. But man, look at that. Even little details like this. Look at the pinstriping and the logo. It's still in great shape. The exhaust looks to be original. I mean, even the undercarriage, like stuff like that, that usually is starting to fall apart when you don't fully restore something. But this looks to be, I'm pretty sure this one's fully restored, because just look at it. If I look at all the seals as well, another few places where you can really see if a car is starting to show its age and it hasn't been fully restored is things like this, like door seals and stuff like that, like rubbers, because it just falls apart. So this, I am almost certain this has been fully restored. And there's another one right there, which is also really good, but that's not stock, of course. That is amazing. This really is a time capsule, and I love the paint color too. Black on top, or black on the bottom. It's two kind of gray, silver, and then white, with that really unique logo too. You never see this anymore on a Toyota. Look, even the stickers. It's a little bit right there, but other than that, this is in immaculate condition. Oh, and we have an old Skyline here, and I believe this one is from Carlo from Sticky Stickers, which is a guy that basically does he has a wrapping business, car wrapping business, I guess. So he does like vinyls and fully wrapping cars. He's also really good at it. And he also did my R33 Skyline, which had an HKS livery. So that's pretty cool. And again, it's just another example of a car that is really well conditioned. I believe he fully restored this as well. You can see it in all the details, like the with the doors, the chrome, the paint. It's been fully repainted, if I believe. These really cool like mirrors on the front fenders. Yeah, it's just, look at the logos too. Look, it's a little bit of a speck there, but I mean it's almost perfect. The chrome is still very shiny. I love this front end, by the way. Look at that. Let me get down here. That is awesome. I'm 99% sure it's from Carlo from Sticky Stickers. I'm not sure, 100% sure, but yeah, look at the interior too. It's a stick. This very weird kind of dash. It's like, it's not faded. It's like a particular pattern there. Oh, and it smells like petrol. Old car, it smells like petrol. That's so cool. There's another one right here. Damn. Yeah, that's awesome. This one has the Watanabe wheels, I believe, or at least the Watanabe style wheels, which just looks so good on either a Skyline or a Datsun 240Z. That's awesome. Okay, so another thing that catches my eye is a Toyota Century. This is the Japanese Rolls-Royce. Oh man, I would love to drive a Century just once, just to experience it, both in the front seat driving it and also being chauffeured around. What it must feel like to drive this. Oh, it's got new plates, so it's either been recently imported or put on plates recently. Look at that, dude. It's beautiful. I love how this car looks. You have this very this unique logo. I forgot what it was for. It was a special logo, of course. It's just awesome. Look at the curtains and look at the back. Look how many buttons and options you have for the back. Yeah, wow. V12 engine, of course. The only V12 Toyota made. That is awesome. Okay, right here we have an S13. Next to it is the GTR. Again, there's just so much stuff, man. This one caught my eye, not because it's an S13, because it's great, but it's what you expect here at a Japanese car event. But this one looks to be in incredible shape. Again, if I see a car where I look at the details and I see, okay, it's really well kept, it catches my eye, including this one. So again, it's very clean. I don't see any rust spots. I don't see any dents in the paint, or it's not faded. It even has, which I believe is original, these decals or logos, whatever you want to call them. Twin can, turbo, intercooler. That's really cool. It's sitting on fat tires, upgraded brakes, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's not stock, but again, I could be wrong. I'm not big on S13s. I don't know much about them. I know this is an early model though, because this is the how do you say, the early model bumper, so to say. And wait a second, is this a 6-cylinder? I'm gonna count the plugs here. 1, 2, 3. No, this is. I'm confused what engine it is. Is this an SR20 or is this a swap or something? No, I got confused. You're right. It's 6 cylinders. I see 6 plugs. And I see 6. How do you say? 6 pipes running from the intake and everything. So it's a 6-cylinder. Does it say? No, it doesn't say. I believe it's an RB25, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it's basically been swapped, and it's in great shape. Again, you know, finding an S13, they rust so crazy, like most Japanese cars from the 90s. So finding one in good shape is really hard these days. This one sticks out. Great job. Oh yes. Oh, another one on my I would like to own list, so to say. An Acura Legend, or in this case, is it a Honda in Europe? Yeah, it's a Honda Legend. In America, it's an Acura Legend. Oh, these are so cool. I love these types of cars. These very, what do you call them? Long, like luxury coupes, basically, like an Lexus SC300 and the Honda Legend. Look at that. It's got different wheels, which I would have kept stock, but I mean, you know, it's not my car. But other than that, it's pretty stock actually. Not much done to it, and it's in great shape too. Again, these cars, how old are these? Like 25, 30 years now? To find one in such a good shape, that is awesome. Look at the interior. We can peek in a little bit. Nice. Yeah. Again, this is one of those cars I would like to own. I love the front end too. The more and more, I guess I get older or something, the more and more I grow to like this 90s, 80s style car with very flat headlights, very straight lines. I love it. Yeah. So right here you have the, I guess, parking spaces for everyone that bought a ticket or that is worthy, so to say. But I'm a bit confused why this is all the way over here. Because this is an Honda Integra Type R, but it's in great shape. It's stock, I believe, for the most part. This is worth a lot of money, actually. These things go for lots and lots of money, at least in Europe. And it's in great shape. I love this white color. Yeah, it's kind of like white cream. It's beautiful. And in combination with the red seats and the white wheels. Yeah. Look at that. This one's it's just great shape. That's amazing. Even the badges. Look at that. This is like these simple stickers and so. This is stuff that will always fade, or like break apart or disintegrate after a couple of years, which is normal because it's just simple plastic, you know. Or yeah, nice. Left-hand drive too, so it's not imported. That's pretty cool. Oh, and look at that, a Honda CR-V. I actually saw this guy on the highway, and I talked to him. I like how these cars look. This is like the predecessor of the CRX. But this has like a CVT. It wasn't as fast as the original. So that's kind of interesting to me why they would do that. But I mean, whether it's fast or not, I do like how it looks. It's kind of different than the CRX because this one has kind of like a wide front, and then this kind of this hood, this back shape or whatever you want to call it. Look, it actually kind of is narrower at this end compared to a CRX, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is the powertrain choice is always interesting to me. This is a CRV or CTV hybrid, which I'm sure is great for a daily driver, but I never understood why they couldn't just make a CRV S with like a fire-breathing VTEC. But that's cool. Yeah. Well, these cars are quite unique, and it's always fun to see them. Alright guys, and that's pretty much the end of the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.